It wouldn't be a it wouldn't be a this thing. Okay, guys, there has been like a small little bit of tech from my side. I mean, as usual, you can't start a stream without tech issues. But if you guys, of course, it is like the MCU, but it's that logo comes with just people fixing the camera with a screwdriver and all. Let me just see. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? I'm going to do a quick check. ऑल्सो गाइस रोहन का ऑडियो बंद है भाई. ओके तो ये फिक्स कर लेते हैं. एक स्पीकर्स है येटी स्टीरियो माइक्रोफोन. ओह माय बैड सॉरी. Okay, now guys, can you hear?
Hello. I'm saying things. I'm saying things in a voice of
okay, now I think we can hear. I'm also going to. Yes you can.
Yes.
Oh my
All
God.
is well.
Oh
Welcome
my
back.
God, it has
Welcome back.
I
Welcome
cannot
back.
believe it has been 3 months and yet those basic form of tech
We have learned nothing.
cannot
we have learned
be
nothing.
fixed. We have done absolutely nothing in those 3 months that
Just
oh my God.
been 82 years since this. Take a moment, Sahil. We're here. We're back.
I literally felt like someone mentioned, like Anish mentioned Rusty. I literally felt Rusty, you know. I'm setting things, you know, like your hand is like, where does this USB? हमारे ज़माने में क्या कैसे होता था ये स्ट्रीम क्या होता है सेटअप क्या
What's
होता
a
है
stream? What's a
I'm confused. What is it? But we are back, and this is like the 6th or 7th time we have said we are back. But this has been the longest time we've taken
James
a
Bond
break.
will return.
Yeah. Like we'll be
At
back.
the end of every movie.
We'll be back. Like we'll be back. Don't worry. We are not dying anytime soon.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
We're like a mature franchise. That stumbles and occasionally disappears for a bit. Think of us as your very own Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Franchise that has stopped and started and rebooted numerous times with varying degrees of success.
Dude, I
But
imagine.
it always comes back.
I imagine.
And it will again 2 hours from now.
Yeah, like imagine 20 years down the line, 2 kids are just doing a stream and suddenly a portal in the back, opens and I walk in and I'm like, and they're like, you're still on mute, and I'm like, I have not learned anything at all.
They'll have better movie than Flash.
Oh, we are already going. Let's just start. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Binge-O-Clock. This is your friendly pop culture neighborhood man, Rohan, Joshi, and I, Sahil, Shah. If you are new to the stream, please press the like button. The more you press the like button and the more you spam the comment, the more people know that this stream is live and more people come to watch it. Number 1. Number 2, spam the chat. We don't believe in calling you guys the chat. Y'all are the league. Y'all are all part of this beautiful family that we are cultivating. So please feel free to send us your opinions. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you if you have any thoughts, if you want to rage about something, let us know. We are reading the comments. And we are back after 3 months. There's a lot to discuss. So since Rohan mentioned it, we'll cut straight to the chase. Let's talk about the Flash. Let's talk about all the movies that we saw, starting with the Flash. I think we can all.
What was the last movie we discussed? We did Guardians of the Galaxy.
We did
3.
no,
So
we
that
did.
was, I feel like that was the only summer movie that we did.
I don't think we did Guardians, bro. I think we did Spider-Man.
Did we not? Did we not do? No, of course we did. Guardians was like May.
Then I think
Guardians was like May. I'm pretty sure we did Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, Flash. Spider-Man also we did, yeah.
Yes,
Across the Spider-Man.
we did,
Spider-Man and we have done Guardians.
we did Guardians, we
So
did
we don't
Succession,
retread.
and we have. I mean,
There we
okay,
go.
so we've not covered Flash, we've not covered Barbie, we've not covered.
Yeah, I thought Flash was
Oppons.
okay. If we have to start with it, I would say I thought the Flash was okay. I thought, like, from what I saw in the first half, it could have been a really fun movie,
Yeah,
but then it just became super predictable
yeah,
and just lots of stuff, like, again, just blowing up. I thought, like, yeah, Keaton Batman was awesome.
yeah.
but-
I don't know why people were hating on him. Oh, sure, okay,
No, I
cool.
thought
I
Keaton
think
Batman was
he
cool,
was the
but
best part of the movie. There was nothing
That
else
was
that
it.
I needed.
That was it. I thought, like, the CGI at the end was just awful when they were showing, like, essentially their version of, like, Flashpoint / Crisis
My God.
/ this thing. Like, some of that CGI was terrible.
No,
Like,
you can't have
So bad.
CGI that makes you miss Henry Cavill's upper lip. You know what I mean to say? Where
So
you're
bad.
like, wo bhi acha tha.
So bad.
I think they did well with the mustache. Like this
man,
was,
that
dude.
Nicolas Cage shot.
I
though,
was just
like,
coming.
what is this?
I was
What
just.
is this?
There are interviews
What
of
is this?
Nick
What are you
Cage
doing?
going, I'm happy. I got to be part of this. I'm like, you were not part of it. You were not. They have they have like literally pulled your corpse out of the digital grave
Like,
and flung
yeah,
it
yeah,
about.
yeah.
You're not part
Like-
of it.
Those special effects look like they were done by Ubisoft in 2008. Like, they're like the first Assassin's Creed game or something. is
Still
what it looked
better.
like. And this-
I'm gonna say it out there. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna put it. Flash and Adipurush VFX came side by side. Like that is how bad the VFX were.
That-
Where you could be watching.
where
You could be watching. So like I've been right now reading. I've been reading the Mahabharat, and I think they had. I think one of the most expensive Bollywood films ever produced was I think Mahabharat with Amitabh Bachchan, Anil Kapoor, so on and so forth. But it was very badly animated. Okay, for its time, I think it was 2001, and yet that animation still holds up to what I
this
saw
was terrible.
in that
This
movie.
was terrible. This was absolutely terrible. Like, to the point where I was just like, what is going on? Like, this is just so utterly strange and just take me out of the experience. And yeah, I mean, Barry and Barry were cool, and then Batman, this thing, and then Zod somewhere, something,
Yeah, no,
and
it's
Supergirl somewhere, something, and
Yeah.
somewhere, something.
movie was set up like chess. Like in chess, you set up the pieces.
Something,
yeah,
somewhere,
and then
sometimes.
Fuck it. Final battle.
Yeah,
someone
not
comes.
everything, everywhere, all at once. Something, somewhere, sometime. That's-
I have been, as Vasudev said, Reeves Superman was great, and yes, that is what it like. I mean, even in terms of CGI, chal, I'll give it to them. Okay, Christopher Reeves Superman ka CGI was still little decentish, and then it just goes. I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Why are you? It was someone out there going, oh my god, they're gonna jerk off if we throw reference after reference after
It literally
reference.
felt like that. Like, that's it. They're just going to throw everything at the kitchen sink at it, and like, that's it.
Yeah,
Literally sees all these other possibilities, and it was just, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, you want us to basically mourn like a universe that just never happened.
yeah.
And it just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I still feel like the Grant Gustin show first 2 seasons for me are definitive.
Oh, of
Like,
course.
live action Flash. Like,
Of
I still
course.
think for me, that is the absolute shiz. I think after that it started to like go down a bit, but like those first 2 seasons are gold.
Bro, that
Like,
first 2 seasons of
absolute
any
gold.
Arrowverse show are gold, yeah?
Gold.
even-
Like absolute gold. And yeah, also, yeah, I'm with H on this, who says that like maybe Flashpoint wasn't the best plot point for the first Flash movie. Yeah, like how can your first Flash movie only be Flashpoint? Like,
Yeah.
just
I feel like I always say this, like for me, DC always tops the list when it comes to animation, and for me, right up there in terms of a movie that I've seen 4 or 5 times and still blown away with how awesome it is Flashpoint, the original Flashpoint Paradox.
oh
the
hell
movie.
yes.
And you could have done so much. That ending, the ending of Flashpoint Paradox, the alternate universe of Batman. Again, I'm not giving spoilers. I mean, I'm sure we are gone beyond spoiler territory, but I watched that movie just because of that one scene of Batman and Joker to just it's a tiny second. It's a 10-second glimpse
Yep.
into a universe
But
that could
it's
have been
beautiful.
But Yes, H,
Beautiful.
the letter. I don't know why. I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they made this. I actually did get into it. I played it. I was enjoying it. They entered Batcave. I'm enjoying it. They have all this chaos. I'm enjoying it. And then in the end, it's just a hodgepodge where everything doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah, it is anything. It is literally anything. It's anything.
I mean,
Like, yeah,
even the post credits made me angry. How can your
I
post
didn't even
credits
like
make you
what was
angry?
it. It was just anything. It was I don't even want to spend more time on this, like given that we have so many other movies to talk.
You know what? If we are talking about Flash, then we should obviously segue to the last batch of DC. We should segue to Blue Beetle. I saw Blue Beetle recently, and I would like to say it falls under the same criticism of every superhero movie. There's superhero, random generic villain, random fight sequences, but it was funny.
It was fun.
It was
I really
fun.
enjoyed it. I saw it about a week ago, when it finally came out for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And I enjoyed it. It was, yeah, like it's very paint by numbers. It's just a classic superhero origin
But it
story.
worked.
It's essentially like, yeah, Spider-Man all over again in a way.
Yeah.
But I thought it really worked. I thought he was super charming. I
Dude,
thought the whole
Zolo
cast
was
was
too
great.
charming, and
No, I'm sorry, but for me,
Grandma, nah, yes.
Grandma is, I think, when Dwayne the Rock Johnson said that the hierarchy of power in the DC universe could change, he was talking about Grandma.
Yeah.
I think she is definitely the most OP character in this thing, and I still think so far, if I take all the movies in this sort of new DC verse, there is still no greater shot than that one where she just does this and her two ponytails come out.
Oh, yeah,
And her
yeah.
and she's ready in battle mode. Grandma was too good.
Or her
yes, they
smiling.
are simping on Grandma. Grandma
Yeah.
was amazing.
Sorry, we
100%,
need to
yeah.
simp on Grandma, dude. She
Grandma
was.
was so sweet. She was. I love Grandma. Grandma was amazing.
Okay, do you ever do this? Do you ever sometimes look at an old person and think, yaar, how badass must they be when they were younger? Or how good looking they must be when they are
Yeah.
younger? Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Like sometimes.
Works with all older people except German older people. Game stops very quickly in Germany and then move on. I actually don't want to know. But yeah, absolutely. And I loved that about, right? Like in the sense that if you're going to, because what I enjoyed about the movie is that the sort of direction it takes, like when it starts off with like some pretty broad, like Latin American style stereotypes, right? Like, oh,
Yeah.
family love, family.
Yeah.
I was like, is this going to be it, right? Like, is this what it's all about? And then what I like is that it sort of goes like a little deeper, like than that. Like it just sort of almost goes like, yeah, we know this is what you think, but then it sort of digs deeper. Like I really like the way they did. I think they got that idea of family is so important to this culture
In a
right,
much
in a
better
really
way.
nice way, in a much better way. I think they did it really well. I thought like the sort of one critical turning point that happened midway through the movie, I thought like that the drama was pretty well earned, like in that. I liked the secondary villain also, like the hench person character, how that sort of paid off.
Yeah, but main villain was too
and-
villainy and suit was too Spider-Man-y. I mean, we've already
was,
seen
yeah,
this
yeah.
plot done before of having a super suit that answers you. I'm like, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was like, yeah, I mean, Vasudev said it was more like Ant-Man than Spider-Man. It was sort of like
Yeah.
a combination of the two for me. But all I'm saying is that basically, as a way to spend 2 hours, I was absolutely not at all regretful of the fact that I spent those 2 hours watching that, and I was entertained.
Hmm.
And I feel like, you know what, considering how DC's been going over the last couple of years, I will take it. Like in the sense, I thought, you know what, well done.
Yeah, I agree. Were there any other superhero movies that came out? No, I think people are tired. I agree.
Even if there were, do we even remember them at this point anymore? Like, even if there were.
I'm also tired. Two quick announcements. Number one, Pokraj. Welcome to Pokraj Roy. I mean, we couldn't have a stream or a YouTube video or anything without the ever omnipresent Pokraj Roy part of it.
Ever.
And Surya Teja, thank you. Surya Teja Yamana, thank you so much for the super chat.
Ready, waiting.
Bro.
1 hour, 40 minutes to go.
Oh,
1 hour, 40
एक
minutes
minute.
to go.
Does it come at 12 sharp?
Yeah. I've been like tracking the counter, right? I've got it pre-downloaded and ready.
Ek minute, what do you mean? You can pre-download it?
1 second, you don't know this.
I
Did you buy it online or did
I'm
you
not, I'm
buy the
not,
disc?
I have not bought it online. I will buy it online if you tell me you can pre-download it.
Cool. It's done. Now what? It's a 109 GB download. It'll take you all night to pre-download it.
No.
Dude, okay, I'm sorry, but the single nicest thing that's happened to me this week is Sunday morning. I woke up, I turned on my PlayStation to play my 900th hour of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, of course, yes.
And as I booted up, as the notification started popping up, this one beautiful one popped up that says Spider-Man 2 added to downloads. And it downloaded about 4-5 days ago, and it's been ready to go, and it's essentially just time locked. Is how they do it. So yeah, at midnight.
But won't it be? It will be midnight our time. Won't it be midnight
No.
their
I
time?
counted. No. I counted in the sense at the time that I checked it, it was 2 days and 2 hours 45 minutes, and that was at about 9 o'clock at night 2 days ago. So I think we're on track for midnight.
I will just tell you this, okay? I have told
What?
everyone.
You're
in my
younger
family.
than me. How are you? You're younger than me. How do you not know that you can just, if you pre-order a game, it gets downloaded so it's playable on the day of launch?
I don't know. I'm being a bit of a noob in that sense. I've not checked my
Boomer.
play. I'm boomer. I've been just
Boomer.
assassinating it and being boomery. But now that you've said it, I have sent a
fair.
message to all my friends and family, management, everyone. Starting tomorrow, I have a show on Saturday. After that, I'm going to be unavailable. I am going to be in New
Fair.
York. I am fighting crime. I don't want anyone talking to me. I don't want anyone disturbing me.
Fair.
Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Speaking,
Yeah.
I think Karun mentioned one. Did you see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem?
I did not, though I've heard it's quite good.
So I've seen the first 20 minutes. I didn't manage to watch the full movie, but in
Okay.
terms
Is
of
it out to rent?
friends.
Okay, cool. Biden's house.
Friends, yeah, the
Cool.
Parliament
Joe
building.
Biden's
Yeah,
house.
yeah. I went to
In
Rashtrapati
Parliament.
Bhavan.
Got it.
Yeah. So in Rashtrapati Bhavan, I saw it because it wasn't out to rent anywhere, which I would if it was out to rent 100%. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, oh my god, the animation is. I've only seen 20 minutes, but the animation is so. How
Ooh, exciting.
it's like
exciting.
if Spider-Man was hitting the pinnacle, then Michelle's and the Machines, they pushed the boundary of what Spider-Man did. And obviously
Yeah.
Spider-Verse is right up there, but they've done it's very arty and it's very
Ooh.
blotchy and it's great.
Ooh.
It is great. I would suggest everybody over here, please do watch
Ooh.
this thing.
Vedant is asking what's Baldur's Gate. No,
Yeah.
we don't have enough time.
We
on
don't
it.
have time.
Don't do
Even
it. Don't do it.
I was just going to tell
Don't do
Chuck Vedant, yeah, same. Just wait at the end. Maybe
Don't
if
do
we
it.
have time, we'll do
You
it
don't-
because
you don't want me to
it's
get
gonna
into
go.
this right now.
It's gonna go.
It's not. Okay. Let's move on. Next, so Blue Beetle. I think so. Just straight up out of the two superhero movies, I think Blue Beetle over Flash for me.
any day.
No reservations there at all. So if you do have to choose one of those two DC-verse movies to watch right now, I would definitely
Yeah.
say.
And
yeah.
League is right. It's not counted as superheroes, but technically they are heroes. So please watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You don't need to know what has happened in the past. I mean, yeah, sure. 1-2 Easter eggs, you'll be like, oh my god. But it's it's like a reboot. And yeah, directed by Seth Rogen. So I mean, what more do you want? Stunning movie. So 2-3 great movies we have covered. Now we shall move on to. Do you want to move on to like proper blockbuster?
What's left? Yeah, proper blockbusters.
Mission
I mean,
Impossible?
Yeah, sure, cool. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah, it was also there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mission Impossible was also
After
there.
all the hype and the build up, and you're like, it's the thing is, it's now is falling into like, it's like, oh my god, what will Tom Cruise do? Is he going to explode, like put a bomb and explode and reassemble him? Because there's nothing more left for him to be crazy.
It felt like a active step backward for the franchise.
Yeah.
Like, it looked like a sort of knockoff version of the first Mission Impossible film. And the first Mission Impossible film are my favorites. But it looked like a sort of knockoff version of that. Like, especially again, without getting into spoilers, there's one sort of fight and one sort of character ends up being unalived without saying who. That felt so strange and that felt so contrived and it felt so arbitrarily done. Where I'm almost wondering if it's like that's supposed to be like a twist or something that we'll see revealed in the next film. Just didn't. I thought the movie was fun-ish up until like the sort of point where they get to that party, and then they sort of realize that like the party is the party, and I thought that was like good. Then after that, yeah, okay, whatever. Again, it just became about trying to recreate the train scene that happens in the first film. And then all of those. It's just
Dude, you know, like a fun fact, they wanted to actually blow up a bridge. They had, I think in Poland, there was a old World War II bridge, which they are like, for this movie, can we blow up the old World War II bridge? And the city was like, bro, what the fuck? What? No. Jump off if you want. Please, you're not going to be like...
Yes. Oh my god.
You're not.
Oh man.
You're not.
Just...
You've got a super chat, Rohan, from Vidit. Glad to see Rohan and Sahil on the stream. Also, Rohan, love your Instagram broadcast channel. It's like having a newsletter I always wanted where you just recommend stuff.
Hell yeah. I'm just gonna pimp it right now for a second. If you guys are on Instagram, I have a broadcast channel where I just drop a different pop culture recommendation every single day. So if you would like a pop culture recommendation every single day, it could be a song, a book, a movie, a show, a game, whatever. Come on over, join. We're almost 10,000 strong, and yeah. That's it. That's this thing. Yeah.
Sick.
Oh, while we're doing the thing, can I please just very quickly do an advertisement for another thing that I have coming up this weekend? This Saturday.
Okay.
This Saturday, the 21st. If you are in Mumbai, the India Film Project is happening.
Do it
at Mehboob Studios in Bandra, and I will be in conversation. It will be a video conversation with the man himself, but I will be in conversation, including taking questions from the audience, with Edgar Wright.
My God.
Which is just not a sentence I
My
ever thought I would say in my
God.
life again. Alright? Like, it's just, like, I want to take a cornetto with
I
me.
was
Like,
just, you have to carry ice cream with
just
you.
need to have a
Yeah.
cornetto instead of a mic.
You have to.
Yeah, so that's happening on Saturday evening at Mehboob Studios. So I think that should be fun, and I think there might be another thing happening on Sunday with someone else also, but that's not been announced yet. So if that does happen, fingers crossed. And yeah.
Sick.
But-
I will put
Yeah.
the link in the description. You guys.
Or you can
please-
find it on my Instagram profile as well.
Yeah, I
links
literally,
to the-
I opened
yeah.
Instagram, I saw Edgar Wright, I'm like, cool, Rohan.
been-
Oh my God, that is so cool.
I've
That
been
is
sitting
so
on my
cool.
hands about this information for like 4 days, and I don't know how I haven't posted. So I'm not telling it. I'm so excited. You have no
My
idea.
God, there
Like,
is, I'm like,
Quaking.
there is so much to talk about, so many
Right?
questions, so much to just be
Just-
like, please teach me, master. Just
Exactly.
Just teach me. That's all. I don't want
Just teach me.
I don't want. What was the latest one Edgar did though?
He did Last Night in Soho. Then he did
Baby Driver, no?
after that. No. Last Night in Soho was after Baby Driver.
Yeah, Last Night I Saw
And
was the
then
latest one.
now he's got the Scott Pilgrim anime.
The anime one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it streaming
Yes.
live? But like
I am not sure. I will get back to you on that.
Okay, cool.
When I have more clarity, and I will let you know.
Okay.
But yes, back to it. Mission Impossible. Overall, what did you think about it, Sahil?
Same. TikTok. The problem being that I am very, very. I love Tom Cruise. I love stunts, and I saw that bike stunt, and I'm like, oh my God, so cool. And I saw every video about it, and I saw all the behind the scenes about it. And then when it finally came, it was like just, bloop. And I'm like,
Just
oh, okay,
not at all.
cool.
Like,
That's it.
like
You shouldn't have
just-
revealed it. That's your biggest marketing.
Forget Tom Cruise. All right, there's just no two ways about this. I would take a bullet for both Haley Atwell and Rebecca Ferguson. Okay, I would probably not take a bullet for myself, but I would take bullets for Haley Atwell and Rebecca Ferguson. And even they're so good, but they're so
Yeah.
wasted.
Yeah.
Like, they're so wasted in this movie.
Yeah. It was okay. It's like cool.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, cool. Again, I watched it and I was like, okay. Cool.
Yeah, as Pandu Sono said, Tom Cruise starts with a stunt and yeah, I know, full Gucci came out. Tommy. Guys, please press the like button and start spamming
Yeah,
the
guys,
chat.
do it,
We are,
do it.
we are.
Smack it.
We are back after a long time. I know. We know. Please. And yes, AI villain being lazy. Hell yeah, it is the.
Especially given that Hollywood literally wants to like motivate
Yeah.
AI right now
Yeah.
in real life. Okay, and they're trying to make AI the villain. just shut your mouth, all of you. It's just like, yeah, man. I mean, Tom, make peace with yourself instead of like making us. I hope the next one is like good. Otherwise, what's the point of this franchise?
No, it will reach the it will it is called Dead Reckoning because everyone knows कि बस हो गया है अभी कितना stretch
Oh,
करेंगे
yeah.
कितना करेंगे
It's
ये
dead and it's
ये
reckoned.
वाला कितना करेंगे jumping हाँ ठीक है he runs okay कल okay we'll make him run again okay cool what more do I do? He's doing it for cardio that's it this is not
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just an elaborate
It had Vanessa
well-paid
Kirby in it
cardio.
also. Jesus Christ, it had Vanessa Kirby in it also. How was that movie boring? Shame on Cruise.
shame
Actually, no, not shame and all. That's damn heavy. But okay, it was whatever.
So-
Moving on.
So we've got 3 movies that have been let's
Yeah.
see, are there any other movies before we discuss the big 2 that was, I mean, that day, though, obviously we have to talk about. But what are the other, any other movies that we
What else
have?
happened? Your thumbnail had like a bunch of movies.
My
I watched a
thumbnail
lot.
had Talk to Me. Have you seen Talk to Me?
No, but I've heard it's damn scary.
Oh my, it's not, I wouldn't say scary, it's just very well made. It's from these, there on YouTube, there are these YouTubers called
Yeah.
Raka. Please watch their channel. They do a
Okay.
bunch of very well coordinated fight videos, right? It was just
Okay.
like Star Wars versus Harry Potter, and it's just chaos, like they're breaking their walls down.
Nice.
Beautiful. And they made a horror movie, like I've been a big fan of Raka for years, okay? And they made
Okay.
it's a horror movie called Talk to Me about Gen Z, and it's so well made. It is so well made.
Okay,
And-
chalo.
and,
Gonna watch that also.
That is that.
Gonna watch that also.
what
I
are
have
the-
not yet watched Asteroid City or Elemental.
I have not
Gotta
seen
watch
Asteroid
that.
City.
Oh,
I have
Elemental I've
not
seen.
seen.
Elemental was sweet. Elemental was very sweet actually. No Hard Feelings I've not. Oh
my God,
I
please
did
see No
watch
Hard Feelings.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Okay, so before you come to Indiana Jones, I would suggest it's there on Netflix right now. Guys,
Okay,
please
okay.
take time off to watch No Hard Feelings. Jennifer
Okay,
Lawrence
got it.
is hilarious, and I very rarely watch these rom-com types. It's not even a rom-com.
Right? Yeah.
But it's a nice feel-good movie, and there's this one sequence I was watching today. It's about this song called Man Eater. I'm not giving you any spoilers, but just telling you. And someone was writing a detailed thing about how she has expressed herself throughout that scene. And when I saw it again, I was like, oh man, fuck, what an actress. What an actress.
Okay, gotta watch that then.
What an actress. So
Gotta
that
put that
is,
on the list. And it's on Netflix, you're saying?
it's on
Okay.
Netflix, so you should definitely watch it. Indiana Jones. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da.
Again, it was.
Da.
It had no reason to be. It was okay. I saw it. It was. It would have been nice to have like maybe spend 10 less minutes watching it.
He's so
But it's okay if I don't see it again.
He's
Or like Indiana Jones again.
so tired. He's just
Yeah, of course he is.
tired. He's 80. It blows my mind
Yeah,
that man is
he shouldn't be doing
80.
this.
Yeah.
He
It
shouldn't
is
be doing any of this.
I think if I'm not wrong, there's I think we've spoken about it on Apple TV. There's a show. It's called Shrinking.
Drinking, yeah.
In that, Harrison Ford plays Harrison Ford, right? A grumpy old
And
man.
he's so
who's
good.
hot. He's so good. He's so good.
He's so good.
I don't have shit to deal with it. And putting him in the Indiana Jones thing, I'm like, you're नहीं करना
Yeah.
उसको.
Yeah.
क्यों force कर रहे हो? It's just it felt nice. It felt good to go back to that like adventure-y phase. Like next day I downloaded Uncharted. I'm like, oh, I want to go back to treasure hunting again.
Okay.
But he just felt very
yeah,
like.
it's alright. It's alright.
Can I be honest? I'm gonna say something very, very, very controversial here. This feeling of I have felt it through all the movies. All, including the big ones.
Well,
including
shortest podcast ever.
Yeah, including Barbenheimer. It was just that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. End of the stream.
did
And
fantastic.
You don't need to
Yeah,
listen to
there
this
we go.
anymore.
There we go. The algo has told us short and sweet is the way to go. So
Yeah, it's a YouTube
Yeah.
shot. This is
YouTube short.
It's a YouTube shot.
YouTube short. Yeah.
What do you want to start with, Barbie or Oppenheimer?
Either. I mean, I watched Barbie. I thought it was okay. Again, I thought it took like some big swings for the fences. Some worked. I thought some worked, some didn't.
Did you see it in a packed theater with women screaming and everyone wearing pink? Did you see it in one of those theaters?
I did not actually. I saw both movies, Barbie and Oppenheimer, like months after the initial this thing had
Ah,
sort of worn away. And because I knew that there would be so much about these that I was like, I'm just gonna approach like enjoy both of these on their own terms, and I did. And yeah, like I said, so I thought the first half of Barbie was spectacular. Like I enjoyed the shit out of it, right? Like I thought like the jokes were working great, all of that stuff was working great. I thought like its sort of satire was also going spectacularly.
yeah.
And then I don't know, somewhere in the second half, I just found myself sort of drifting away. But again, I also get that like I this is not the conversation I've had with a lot of friends. I know this is a movie that's like divided a lot of people, and across genders, right? I'm saying like I know men who've loved it. I know women who've loved it. I know men who've hated it. I know women who haven't enjoyed it. I know all sorts of it, and I feel like overall I enjoyed it. And then there were other parts of it that just like, for example, and I don't even think it's Barbie's fault so much as I can't watch Will Ferrell play another
Yeah,
like
CEO of
corporate
a,
man-child like
yeah.
guy. You know, I can't. I can't at all. Like it's just not required at all. And I felt like, in fact, that part really got so over the on the nose that like it actually took away. Like for example, I'm cackling at like Mojo Dojo Casa House,
Yeah.
and my job is beach.
Yeah.
And honestly, that first time in the real world where Ken sort of walks
Realizes
out and sees
also.
those hyper masculine symbols, right? When he
Yeah.
sees that gigantic 4x4 and all of those things, I was howling. Like
Yeah.
I was howling while she's having this counter realization on the other side. I was howling. And then somewhere after that, I thought that some of the other stuff it tried to do, and I know it's a weird comparison, but it just felt like Lego Movie did some of that stuff better.
100%. It's not a weird comparison. It is the
Like
exact same thing. A toy
specifically,
movie
like
with Will Ferrell as the main CEO of a company and being mean, and then realizing that he doesn't need to. It's and a kid who has her dreams come true because she's playing with the toy, so she has idealized her personality into the toy. You know, it's literally more or less the same plot, just with a different version. In terms of some of the satire, oh my god, it was so good. I have audibly like laughed at how to distract men in the second half. Their entire plan of do this, do that, make them play the guitar. It is so funny. It is so funny. My problem with the Barbie movie is that at some point of time, it became too smart for its own good, like a Rick and Morty episode, you know, where it's trying to be too meta or too smart or too like as a normal audience member who will be watching a like what I thought the movie would be and what it turned out to be was very different, is what I'm trying to say. The trailers of the movie showed it as a Lego movie, you know what I mean to say.
yeah.
And you're watching it
I
and
thought
you're like,
she was fantastic.
oh,
Like, I genuinely think both
100%.
of them are fantastic. Like
100%.
just peeling away all of those. Like for again, at that scene where she sort of goes to meet that little girl at school,
yeah,
and that girl
and she gets
just
shat on.
destroys her. Like that girl destroys her, and then her face after that, right? Like her face. I don't think I've ever just more instinctively felt bad for a human being than I did in that one moment when I saw her face. I was just like, oh, ऐसे कैसे बोल दिया यार? Literally.
I laughed at some of the self-referential stuff. Like there's that scene where she's removed her makeup and you know she's like, we need to cast, and you know we need a girl who's not so good looking, and then it pauses and we're like, okay, maybe casting Margot Robbie for someone who's not good looking is a little incorrect on our part, you know.
Helen Mirren was great as
So
the narrator,
funny.
just too good.
Kate McKinnon, as Pokraj mentioned also, Kate McKinnon was amazing. None of the guys had much to do. Simu Liu was fun.
Which was great, which was
but-
hilarious and just totally the point.
Ryan Gosling.
And I mean, come on, man, their job is beach.
Of course,
What are you
but
gonna say?
so good. Ryan Gosling. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, but Michael Cera, Alan. Oh my God, poor Alan. Alan. Poor Alan. Just
Ooh.
so good.
Karun has
So
asked
good,
an
good.
interesting question. We will come to it.
Ah.
So I saw it in the theater with my full family. I was in the theater, as Pokraj mentioned. Everyone was wearing pink. Everyone was screaming, shouting, and all. And I was cackling at some of the most randomest elements. I cackled when John Cena came as a mermaid. You know.
Amazing, yeah.
I'm like, this is so dumb. It's so dumb. I enjoyed it. There were so many silly moments in the movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. Towards the end, I will be honest. I kind of was like, what is happening? It's too much information being thrown at me, and I kind of faded out because it was a long movie. But man, as I think that speech, as Devesh said, that mom speech was very. I don't think it was weird. The speech that America Ferrera gave. Oh my God. It was the female Pyar Ka Panchnama,
Wow. 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 That's heavy shit.
Checks Twitter right
That's-
now. No.
That's-
You know when first Pyar Ka when Pyar Ka Panchnama first came out, that Karthik Aryan speech was there na. ये इन लोगों को क्या पता है, blah blah. It's that long winding monologue that someone has learned thoroughly and given it, but it gets applause after applause after applause. Man, the way she delivered that speech and the way she said it and the points that she made. Oh, even I am like, oh man, okay, wow. We are shit.
Yeah, just get up and apologize to the
I'm
theater right now.
sorry to
Like,
all
on
the
behalf
women.
of, as we should, but
Sorry,
yeah.
maaf kar dena. I'm sorry. I maaf kar dena.
No, that was great. That was great for sure. But again, I have a completely just separate this thing on, like, I just thought that the acting was little off in that scene.
Okay.
Like, it was a little, like you said, my problem was not the content, but the fact that it was just written. It was very obviously written as like a straight up monologue. Like, there are certain scenes like that, right? Like right now I'm watching The Fall of the House of Usher. It's great. But similarly, there's one like monologue that like the main character gives about like lemons and lemonade. And you'll know it when you see it. And it's fantastic. Again, content wise, it's all fine. But you know, like when this was written as like a sort of applause monologue.
Yeah.
Like in the sense that where, even the actor went in there that this is my job.
This
for the
is
day.
my moment to shine.
this
Oh,
thing
mera ek
for
this thing.
the day. So I thought that sometimes now has started to sort of take me out of this thing in general. But overall, yeah, and especially again, like the perspective in that monologue was just refreshing to hear. Because you hear so many versions of the Karthik Aryan monologue.
Yeah.
Right? Through pop culture for the last 30 years, right?
Yeah.
With when there's like someone like
यही होता है, वो ही होता है, हमारे साथ यही होता है.
औरत ही मतलब होते हैं, right? So in a way, it was kind of great to just something that's like, man, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to do over थप्पड़ मारेगी ना तेरे को.
Yeah.
And once in a way, always nice to hear.
Always good. Yeah. Always good.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we were to give credit, like I always give credit to the technical team, that set, god damn, that set.
Yeah.
Oh
Crazy.
my god.
Crazy.
Stunning.
Lots of pink.
But
Lots of pink.
stunning. Like the cool, if just small details was so well done. But yeah, so was Barbenheimer, like, did you do it same day, same movie? Because I did different days.
I don't even
different
think
movies.
I did it like in the same month.
Oh,
I
okay.
I did them like very sort of spaced out apart because I wanted to definitely watch Oppenheimer in like IMAX.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. But yeah, now do we want to talk about Oppenheimer? Like overall, I would say it would be like a Barbie would be like a 6, 7 on 10.
Barbie would be like a 6, 7.
On 10.
Oppenheimer for me would be like
7.5 at best.
yeah, sorry.
Like there were parts of it that were like just virtuoso shit, like no doubt. Okay, there were parts of it that were
I mean,
stellar, like really well done. Like I thought the sound design was incredible.
so
I thought like some of the effects and the way like sort of things progress, like especially the way they've sort of captured some of his like state of mind stuff. When he's thinking about like the theoretical physics, etc. Very, very good. But also beyond a point, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I also feel like the movie really peaks at the Trinity test, and then everything after that is just like,
it's
okay.
not needed. That is what I meant to say. Like,
Yes.
it peaked at that, as someone clearly mentioned. Like, I was reading some articles about it saying that it would have been really nice if there was more about Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and what they faced. If that side was also explored,
nothing.
rather than
It's-
just him court case, he got betrayed, all that nonsense, right?
It's the this thing, right? Like that Frankie Boyle joke about how America will go to war with you, and then 30 years later make a movie about how difficult that was for them.
yeah.
Right?
It is.
Right?
It is
So-
exactly like that.
Like that was yeah. I mean, he again, right? Like you've stacked the cast; they're all great. You've given them great dialogue to work with, etc. Whatever. But it felt my main issue with it was that, yeah, like you said, where's the other side? Where's the Where's the idea of human impact, etc.? Like you've just kind of glossed over that, right? Like just
It is, I will tell you like a few things. I honestly didn't give a damn about his sex life. I didn't think it would add any value to me knowing that, oh, this guy, oh, damn, he banged. He banged. But I didn't need to know all that. I didn't need to know that that is what happened. As an Indian living in this country, when I saw that scene, when he first pulled out the Bhagavad Gita and that scene happened, I'm like, how is this film not getting cancelled? Has Nolan not learned anything? If he was Indian, are you mad? I don't even know if that is factual, but are you? Why? Okay, cool. ठीक है, चल. Watching the movie, what an actor. Oh my god. Oh my god, why is he so good? Why is he so goddamn good? Continuing. That bomb sequence. Again, again, I think that's my problem. If you use a certain thing as your entire marketing strategy for months leading up to the movie, right? You go in with expectations, right? I think everyone went in with expectations that the bomb scene is going to be fucking spectacular. And it was. I'm not denying it. I keep thinking about it because I was disappointed when I heard the silence at first. I was like, where is the boom? Where's the boom? I want to hear the boom.
nice.
But when I heard the
Nice.
silence at first, I was like, I see what he has done there. Nice. Very, 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 very nice. And then when the shockwave hits, beautiful. It peaked. I'm like, fuck! And then I'm like, okay, wait, I have one more hour of this. Oh. Get it over with. Finish it off, please.
It's just, and I mean, in a way, I guess he had to tell the sort of complete story and
Yeah.
couldn't just end it at that. And so I guess, in a way, so sort of going for that fidelity, he lost a little bit of the dramatic intensity because I feel like the logical ending point would have been this thing. But overall, like, yeah, I think like there's a lot to like about it. Like, again, background score, fantastic sound.
Oh my
design,
god,
sound
music.
like that entire sound design of the, when those people are like cramming their feet into this thing, and it's also sort of echoing his mental state.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. I thought Robert Downey Jr. was great. I thought Gary Oldman great.
Dude,
Matt Damon was just Matt Damon.
Just thinking about it right now, that the violin escalating, oh my god, the zoop 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 of the atoms, zoop zoop. There's a beautiful video. This is my recommendation to you as well as anybody who's watching it on YouTube. It's a 20-minute video of a guy who recreated Nolan's non-CGI scenes at home, and how he does it, it's beautiful. He's like that entire swirling motion. He's like, how do I do it? And then he tried with multiple particles, and then eventually he found that if you submerge oil droplets and sand, and it's an entire trial and error of using home ingredients to finally replicate what Nolan shot. And it's such a beautiful video. I'll send you the link, and I'll also
Please
leave
do.
it
Put it in your
thing.
this thing. Yeah.
Very, 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 very interesting to see practical effects, because I think the whole build-up was, how is he doing this non-CGI nuclear bomb, right? And that entire, Nolan built his own mini nuclear bomb. That gossip.
Like, yeah.
I was like, oh, wow, what a crazy guy. And when you see this, you're like, okay, smart. I see what they did. Smart.
Yeah.
I get it. Just in general, I feel the problem that has happened is that with directors like Nolan, you can't speak shit. It's like if you were to get out and be like, ठीक है, ठीक था. Oh, do you not know he's greatest director ever? I'm like, it's the... Yeah, it's the same thing. Do you think it was IMAX worthy for one scene for 900 rupees?
I mean, I'm glad
say.
I watched it in IMAX. I enjoyed, like, it not for me. I don't think it was just that one scene. I thought like the way he sort of captured, like the whole, what is it, Los Alamos?
Alamos, yeah.
Right,
The
that
test.
entire sort of area, the test, just the general sort of scope of the place and the desert and just where they were working and doing all of that. And I thought that was all pretty good, pretty well done.
I feel that sound can only be witnessed once.
Oh man, that sound in IMAX was like, I thought like my heart was gonna rattle out of my rib cage, literally at one point.
Yeah, I mean, that is a stunning thing to like. It is worth. Some things are worth getting that sound for, because you're like,
Yeah, like that is one of those things I remember for a long time. It's like,
yeah, or just the literally, it's true, but the the silence that happened after the bomb was dropped, like in the theater, everyone was like,
yeah, you couldn't hear like people breathe also.
something's not wrong. No, I hope
Like,
we got the correct version of the tape. No, this is the correct. This is okay. This is it. Shot. Poof. Ah! And you're flying
God.
out. But yeah. Okay. So that adds to the final list of cool.
I'm with Yaren on this, which I think that just the idea of, I think the fun that people had with Barbenheimer as a concept outweighs for me the actual fun of either movie. But it was just nice
Yeah.
to sort of see people having fun with the idea of going to the movies. That was nice.
Yeah,
Right? Like
yeah.
whether it's the pink for Barbie or whether it's, like wanting to see Barbenheimer, which one are you going to do first? Like turning it. I thought that was like a
And
sort of cool
it just
event.
added now that Tom Cruise was angry with the controversy, big block. I think after a long time we had a good weekend where two huge movies were coming out, like huge movies, not
Yeah.
with stunning star cast, big budget, not something altu faltu, like right now. I don't
And not
see.
superhero IPs, like in the sense
Yeah,
non-sequel IPs. Like,
yeah.
right.
So
Yeah,
I
that's crazy.
it was fun. The hype, but again, hype train I guess killed this thing, right? It's the same
Yeah.
thing, right? Everyone was all about the hype train, and then you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of, since we are mentioning hype train, since Mir Samit has asked, and of course we have to mention it. Did you see Jawan?
I was just gonna say, it was actually my movie of the summer was Jawan. I enjoyed the shit out of Jawan. I had so much fun watching Jawan. Oh my god, like too much मजा,
Jawan
too
देखना है.
much enjoy.
I
नहीं देखा?
I have not
अरे,
seen it. मुझे जाना
बहुत
है.
मजेदार.
I have to go. I have to go.
बहुत मजेदार.
Before
बहुत
it
मजेदार.
runs out
It's
of the
like
theater.
basically it's like, हाँ मतलब what, like basically अच्छे लोगों ने पठान बनाया. like educated लोगों ने पठान बनाया, ठीक है? Like the simplest explanation is that. Like basically जिसको actually computer use करना आता है, उसने पठान बनाया. Is basically और जिसको वैसे paragraph formatting आता है script में. और
Okay.
act 1, act 2, act 3 उसने बनाया. It's pure masala, okay? It's like
Of
it
course.
is there. But imagine like the freshest masala that has been dried in the field and taken in yesterday and mortared and pested it, like just so the heat is like that fresh on the tongue heat, back of the throat heat, in the stomach, Sauji mutton heat.
Sauji
like, all the
mutton.
heat,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like all the heat. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like full on. Like yeah, I'm also with Civi Creation going, yeah, full daddy issues in full form.
Listen,
Like,
then Jawan has to
100%.
be seen since we are already.
Dude,
I mean, we've already simped about
yeah.
Shah Rukh multiple times. I mean, if you're
100%.
already going to say this, then
100%. It's peak masala, okay? And there are things that will make you shake your, like, and again, if you can tell that this is a movie that a little bit has been made on the fly, okay?
yeah.
Because there are subplots that go nowhere. It's amazing, okay? I don't want to spoil anything for you. But
Okay.
there are one or two characters that appear and they're so like vividly costumed, etc., whatever, that you're like, surely this person has to have a greater impact in the story. And then you just never see that character again, okay? Like, had two scenes, literally, that was it. And yeah, but it's just very fun. It's just a masala movie with decent structure.
TV,
And
is
lots
it one of
of,
those theater mein dekh lo? Theater mein dekh lo? Then I'm going to go tomorrow and dekh lo, okay?
Like if theaters are going to be empty now anyway,
Then no fun.
But yeah. Yes, Ayan. Yes, Ayan. Don't look. You get spoilers.
Oh, okay, cool.
You get spoilers, but yes, Ayan. Exactly that. I was like, what? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from?
Cotton Eye Joe. I was going to say Kathmandu because that's that. I grew up just saying that. Kathmandu.
Nice.
What? Okay, so Jawan, since we are on the topic of Hindi movies, well, credit where credit is due. Rocky and Rani was amazing.
I have not seen it yet. I have to watch Rocky.
Buddy, that is a movie that I went in when my parents were going for it. I'm like, nahi yaar, I don't want to watch it. Then they were like, it's actually good. I'm like, yeah, tum kuch bhi kle you say good. Then my brother was like, it's good. I'm like, you also found it good? Kuch bhi yaar. Then when I saw it, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I want to watch all of these movies.
Yeah.
But I have been playing Baldur's Gate.
Fair
And
enough.
a lot of other things in my life have been suspended
Fair
as a
enough.
result of this.
Fair
Alright?
enough.
Like,
Fair enough. Sahil Ansari. Hey, what's up, Sahil? How are you? Sahil, if it's the same Sahil Ansari, then yes, I hope it's the same Sahil Ansari I'm referring to. There's a fun story I'll tell you. We had rescued a kitten, and Sahil's the guy who adopted the kitten. So shout out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Shout out to Sahil. And also, hey, and he's also a hardcore geek. So yes, let's real quickly talk about Loki and Ahsoka.
Why? That can be a separate stream. We can't talk about everything in one shot. We have a lot of the TV to cover. We have a lot of TV to cover.
Actually, there's a lot of TV that has come
A
out.
lot of TV to cover. A separate stream.
Any movies
we
that
do
we've
everything
not
now.
touched?
Again, we'll have to come back after 3 months.
That's also true. Any movies we've not touched? I think when he's talking about Loki, he's talking about Lokesh Kangara.
Lokesh
Loki Cinematic Universe. The creator.
no, I would like to talk about. I've not seen the creator yet, man. Not seen the creator yet.
Not seen.
Leak.
Are there any other movies that we've not spoken about? Because I think we've covered most of what has come out in the past few months, including, I would say, please watch Talk to Me if you guys get the chance. It's available through Friends. If you don't get it through Friends, then maybe one of the OTT platforms will definitely have it. But it is a stunning movie. Bo is Afraid, not yet seen it. I'm sorry. I would love to watch it. Again, Talk to Me.
I've heard mixed things. Yeah.
Talk to Me, Bo is Afraid, A24. If there is one production house that's killing it, A24 is. Ooh.
Dude, they have a movie coming out right now called The Iron Claw,
Okay.
which is based on a really sad true story. Okay, I think it was the Von Reich family, Von family.
Iron Claw is not, if I'm not wrong, or is that Iron Heart?
Von Erich. Ironheart is different. The Von Erich family. Okay, so they're basically like it was a family of pro wrestlers.
Okay.
Like basically
yeah,
full
yeah,
on
yeah,
like
yeah.
pressure dad, and like essentially pretty much all but one member of that family like died in some horrible way. And real life tragedy.
Oh my god, I've
And
seen the trailer.
A24 is doing the movie. It's got Jeremy Allen White.
My boy, Jeremy Allen.
So
Boy, Jeremy Allen.
yeah.
Killers of the Flower Moon releases tomorrow. Exciting times. Talk to Me. Thank you, Lazarus. Thank you so much for what a beautiful movie. What a fun movie. We'll save Bear and all these for the TV show
All
episode.
TV. Yes.
Okay, so let's do this. I think we've covered every. Alicia, we'll save it for the TV show episode. Don't worry, but we have to do a lot more episodes. So let's look forward to something.
Many episodes to do.
We have 5 minutes left, Rohan. I'm going to give you the floor. Go for it. Why are you playing Baldur's Gate? You've already told me, but the chat wanted to know. Phoebe has
Tasha is
asked
the
for it.
greatest. It's the greatest game of all time. All right, it's not a game. It's a way of life. It's a philosophy. It's a movement. It's touched me spiritually in places that I didn't even know I was capable of being spiritually awake. I have never in my life before. It's like I've never played a game this way, and I mean that sentence in two separate ways. I've never played a game like this in the sense that I don't think like this to me is one of the first, like, I would say after a long time game that genuinely pushes just what is possible in terms of complexity and sort of game generation, right? Like even with turn-based RPGs, etc. 127 hours in world to finish my first playthrough. 127 hours.
That's
And
madness. That is madness.
I did not do a single quest that felt like the same side quest that's just been Xerox copy pasted again. Like there's no version of, even like as much as I enjoy them, like there's nothing that's like the Batman's Riddler trophies or like backpacks, or every single moment of those 127 hours, whether it's a side quest or whether it is a dungeon that I have literally just found by stumbling upon it, in some way informs the story, informs the characters, changes how you interact with the world as you go forward. The more people you talk to at the start, the more options you have as the game moves forward. It expands beautifully. It takes everything that's great about the D&D play system and compresses it into a fantastic back-end package where basically all of the stuff that otherwise seems super complicated to keep track of while playing D&D, this game is handling in the background and doing it seamlessly, beautifully. And after playing 127 hours of it, and again, the reason I say I've never played a game like this before is because I've literally never played like this before, where I did 127 hours, finished, immediately went back, immediately, like no break.
To start a
With,
brand new
like,
campaign.
1 hour break, brand new campaign, which I am 68 hours into already. And the incredible thing about this game is, okay, just on the basis of making a few different decisions at the start, and just knowing a little more, the way I'm interacting with the world is that this 67 hours could just be an entire different story. Like, literally, it's the simplest explanation I have if I had to do an analogy as a game. It's like being dropped into season 4 of Game of Thrones. Like, imagine you're a new character who's been dropped into season 4 of Game of Thrones. Okay, now you have a bunch of options. You've been dropped into this little camp at a place called Winterfell, okay? And you've been told that apparently there's going to be a breach in this thing called the Wall, and you've heard rumors about an army approaching from the north. But while you're on your way there to check it out, you also run into this sort of guy with a scarred face and this little girl with a boy cut who's pretending to be a guy. And you sort of wonder who they are. And if you talk to them, you find out that, like, while they claim to be sort of father and son, they're clearly not that. And if you choose to follow them, you might find out that, in Winterfell, her name is actually Arya Stark and her father lies buried in this crypt below. And if you get this thing, and then if you go there and find out, who killed your father? Who are the Lannisters? You can go work your way back and find out everything that's filling in the lore from season 1. Or you can just choose to be like, no, I've got everything I need. I need to get to the Wall. I need to help these people do this thing and stop like this Night King guy. And you are entirely free to decide how you sort of arrive at that and what lore you want to engage with. And the writing is excellent. The voice performances are fucking delightful.
I'm scared of this game. I'm scared that if I play, I will be gone forever. And that is why
for me, it is not just game of the year. And I say this as somebody, you've seen me over the last couple of years.
Yeah, of course.
Over Red Dead, over Jedi Survivor, over everything. This for me is like game of the decade, no question. Like, no question. Like, unless in the next hour and a half, Spider-Man 2 like somehow manages to web fuck my mind, this is game of the decade. Like, again, the caveat here is, if you've never played D&D, if you don't understand the D&D mechanics, please watch a bunch of primer videos, because it doesn't really handhold. It's very intuitive, but it doesn't handhold you. Like, a basic understanding of like Dungeons and Dragons is definitely helpful. The only other thing I have is, please don't treat it like a normal game. Don't run around places. Like, explore every inch. You have no idea what you'll find in some random book, in some random nook or corner on the floor, where that will literally potentially change your destiny in the game. And I'm done. Also, mostly because I want to go play for another hour. So.
I know. Because the thing is, the moment you mentioned Spider-Man, like, I have, I think it's going to sound very stupid, but I remember I was speaking on the stream when we had done it with Ashish, right, for the first Spider-Man Homecoming, where it was very dumb, where I was like, hey man, at any point of time, you can die. Just मूवी आने के बाद करने दो ना. मूवी आने के बाद, then take it. It's the same thing. Like, I don't know why on Monday the thought came in my head, and I'm like, good God, please let me just sort of be there till Friday. Let the game come, then do whatever you want.
No, I feel like Baldur's Gate is going to be one of those games where it's going to be like 10 years from now. It's like I'll be at a random party and I won't know anybody. And there'll be like this other person that doesn't know anybody, and it'll just be me and this other one person that have played this game. But we will somehow spend 9 hours at that party talking about all the fun we had during that game, because it's too good. It's too good. Too much best excite. And you know what? If anybody's up for it, I will happily do a third playthrough for 127 hours like of the game all over again.
Oh so, my God.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Okay. Larian Studios, okay? It's this Belgian studio that basically bought the rights, knocked out of the park. The way they created, the way they released it, they put it in early access for 3 years. They essentially released, so the game happens in 3 acts. They put the entire first act out for people to buy and play as a sort of live beta called early access from 2020 to 2023. And they sort of used that to iron out all the problems. It's also been like praised for being one of the few games that has essentially just come out this year and worked.
Yeah, I've heard
No
a lot
bullshit.
about it. I've heard a
Right?
lot
It
about
looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. The soundtrack is great. It's like literally Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Wheel of Time, Dungeons and Dragons, literally. Done.
I am
Done.
sold,
I'm done.
sold. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever's watching, first things first, please, dosto. How are we at 90 likes? There are so many people watching. At least 100 tak pahcha do. I get it, we've come after a long time. I
Shame.
get it, there is a
For
small bunch
shame.
of league watching. Kya kar rahe ho tum log, yaar? Kar do. A lot of people are requesting for a Baldur's Gate live stream. So maybe, Rohan, if you would like to do it, then for sure.
100%.
I think that is something
100%.
that people would love to watch. Yeah, that is it, dosto. Please press the like. 100 tak pahcha do. We have come to the end of today's stream. Yes. We've discussed. We are going to do our best and genuinely going to do our best this time to be as regular as we can. And because there's a lot of things that we have to cover, a lot of broader topics that we have to cover, along with getting guests. So thank you for watching us again after 3 months. But we,
after 3 months. Also, you
we had
have
time.
a show on Saturday. So would you like to push the show?
I have a
Like
show. So
Yes.
I will. Do you have any announcements that you would like to announce?
Yes, I also have a show, Jeff Goldberg Studio in Mumbai on Saturday, 8 p.m. There is also the Habitat Big Show
On the 20th, which we are part of.
28th of October, 2/8, which is happening at Rangmandir Auditorium in Bandra, Mumbai. It's got like 7 comics. It'll be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Sahil's on it,
Yeah.
I'm on it, bunch of people.
It's going to be
on
a
it.
very
So,
good show, a big
I think
show.
It's going to be a really fun sort of thing. And on the 5th of November, I will be at Zomaland in Pune, if anybody is interested.
And on the 3rd of November, hopefully, we'll be at the Black Dog show.
Yes, hopefully. So,
once
there's
we
basically
find
a
out
bunch of
venue,
stuff. Yeah.
we will definitely
Yeah,
announce
yeah.
once the venue is revealed. So that's also
Yes.
happening. On Saturday, I'm doing 2 shows at 6 p.m. There's Unpopular Opinions Live. It's got Kumar Varun and Sumuki Suresh on the lineup. I'm super excited for that. It's going to be a wild one. And 8 p.m. I'm doing my solo show. So if any of y'all are in Mumbai, please come. Saturday, you can come watch my show, or you can see Rohan speak to Edgar Wright, which is, my God, I swear, if I didn't have a show, I'd be there at Mebu Studios just going like,
Hello.
please,
So excited.
please, I want to please, I want
So
one question.
excited.
So yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, boys and girls, everybody from the league. Thank you so much for joining us today for another episode of Binge-O-Clock. We will try to figure out something special for the next episode, because by the way, next episode is 50 episodes.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
after 2 years.
God.
After 2
Oh
years.
Oh my god, only took us 2 years, but we got there. We got there.
But we will.
Got there. Oh, we should have some fun with that. Okay.
Yeah, we should. We'll discuss and we'll figure out something
do
cool.
that.
And
Also, sorry, last just to answer one of the questions. Pandu Sonu, my class race I was a half-elf wizard, school of evocation, so quite excited. Level 8 and climbing. Yeah, done.
Baldur's Gate live stream has to happen. Chat has,
Has to
League
happen.
has
to
definitely
happen.
recommended it, so you should definitely do it. And yes, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We are going to go back to our respective video game worlds. I appreciate you guys watching it. Thank you, League. Thank you, everybody.
Go download Spider-Man right now.
Thank you, Devesh. We shall see you all next time. Till next time, bye.
Go download Spider-Man. Go download Spider-Man.